And it's safe to say we will probably see some rotations from the supports. I don't think we'll continue to see 3 versus 1 lane setups. Um, with that being said, they might look to rotate the engineer top with the electrician, make it into a dual lane, and then we could see something like the Myrmidon rotating uh, into either the mid lane to give Magebane some free space for some last hits, or even rotate into the bottom lane to kind of fight the Bensington lane. We'll see how the rotations end up affecting the early game, but I'm expecting this Bensington tri lane to be very threatening. So we have some stuns being stacked there. The Kinesis takes the Cthulhu Font Trample. I used the Trample and the Keg Stun at the same time, so Cthulhu Font, he is able to make it to safety as they didn't quite stack the CCs the greatest there. Electrician, he's going to be hiding in the trees here. He's almost level 2. He is getting some pretty good experience. Is Legion a new team? Yes, they are a team that will be signed up for Cycle 6. Pretty good players over here. We saw last game, in game number 2, they took out Big Ego Crew in a 58-minute game. So it was a very exciting game to watch. If you missed that, that is on the VOD. You can always go back and watch it. And I missed the freaking Bloodlust! Damn it! My camera work is so shit! Electrician dies to the tri-lane up here of Myrmidon, Aluna, and Puppet Master. Sorry, stream, I failed you. Anyway, we have Engineer porting up to the top lane to back up Electrician. This is what I was expecting them to do. I don't think they want to keep 3 heroes against the Cthulhu Font. And this way they can utilize pulls and stuff for Engineer. And there's no really kill threats for a Magebane if Engineer were to rotate mid lane. So they'll just keep the matchup of Clout versus Magebane. They'll be pretty happy with that lane setup. Bensington, he picks up the Iron Shield. He's going to put in a stun there. Some good pressure coming out already onto Mr. Chuchu Font. And Kinesis, he's pretty far away, but if he comes over here now, this could be a kill. I believe he has Trample still. So he has the Trample, and this Cthulhu Font with this HP, this is a dead boy. That's a kill. That's a kill. That's Cthulhu Font, no more. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have Engineer taking the top 2-minute rune. They will look to get some of this pull camp. They will miss that creep kill, unfortunately, but they will maybe get the pull. Oh, that's unfortunate. He only gets the 1 archer. Was hoping to get that pull there. How is the mid lane going? We have a 15-2 Magebane against a 16-2 Clout. So this is pretty much a farm trading lane, and normally we see a lot of pressure come out from a Clout, but Magebane burning a lot of his mana, picks up the Iron Shield, so he has good lane sustain, and also picks up 1 point in Master of the Mantra, which is very important because it gives 4 magic armor level 1, and that is almost as good as a Mystic Vestment. So that level 1 Master of the Mantra is equivalent to almost a 500 gold item. Bottom lane, we see a Trample coming in from Kinesis and Bensington with the Twig, aka the Lance Along. Boom! Aluna goes down. Too much damage for Aluna to handle. So the 4-minute rune here is going to spawn as they are being camped by both sides. Invisibility will spawn in favor of the Legion. And Myrmidon, he will take that right away. And they actually have vision of that, so they should know Myrmidon is invis. The problem is, I don't think that they can kill the Clout, because Magebane is not really the best for killing. Bottom lane, we see Toxin Claw is actually picked up by Bensington. He's going to put some pretty good pressure here on the Cthulhu Font, but Kinesis has rotated into the mid lane, and I don't think that they can kill this Magebane though. That's the problem with Kinesis being here. I feel like it's a waste to have Kinesis rotate into the mid lane, especially with no mana up on Clout. They get the kill onto Puppet Master in the top lane. Kickstone is going to be missed here. Myrmidon going to throw in the auto attacks. So Lunaport's in with the power throw, and they will not have enough damage for the kill on Electrician. So I missed the kill, but Electrician and Engineer dealing some pretty solid burst damage. And Puppet Master actually goes down. Here comes a grip into a keg stun. Do they have mana for the mine? Yes, they do. One more auto attack from Engineer. They will get the kill onto Myrmidon, but it will come at a cost of Electrician as Puppet Master rotates in with the Puppet Show, porting back in from the respawner. Cthulhuthon, he picks up a bottle. He will find himself a health potion as well, and he will continue to try to get some farm down here in the bottom lane, but he is only 185 GPM. Here comes a Joust from Bensington. It will put some okay pressure as Bensington will, I think he's trying to bait out a trample as Kinesis is nearby, but Cthulhuthon will not fall for that. So early on, the GPMs are going very well in favor of Legion actually. They have 365 on the Magebane compared to the 317 of Clout, so Magebane doing very well in the mid lane. 39 and 4 against 32 and 3. And Cloud actually ports into the top lane. He has his Parade of Power ready to go. They're going to look to set up a kill here on the Puppet Master. He's trying to get in range here. It looks like they spot him out. Here comes the Parade of Power into the keg stun. It's going to fear him. Here comes the mine. They will get the kill. Luna gets gripped now by Electrician. This could very well be 2 kills. Yes, it will. As a beautiful rotation in from the Clout. Sets up 2 kills. And I think they're okay with Mageman getting a little bit of free space here, as slowing down the Puppet Master from the top lane will give a lot of room over to the Electrician to start to recover, as he had a pretty slow start, going up 1 versus 3 initially. But Bensington, he continues to be having a good time. He with that kill onto Puppet, he takes the lead on the GPM chart at 390. Here comes a Joust in on the bottom lane, but he misses onto Cthulhuthon. Will it matter in the end? Cthulhuthon will use a defensive trample. There is a trample still up on the Kinesis. He will stun up the Cthulhuthon, the tree throws, and it will be a kill in favor of Sir Bensington. So no TP's coming in to help Cthulhuthon as he was getting dove. That could have very well been a counter kill. Mid lane, Magebane and Myrmidon take out King Clout. So Magebane, he continues to have a good time here, as Myrmidon gets credit for that kill. Up in the top lane, we have Engineer doing a creep pull. He is level 5 now. He's getting close to that level 6 mark. The energy field will be a nice tool for them to have as well. Magebane continues to do quite well. Bottom lane, Bensington, he has his Nightfall ready to go. I'm expecting him to use that in the near future. He just simply ports down to the bottom lane, though for now he will be content with farming. Puppet Master, he is not feeling safe up in the top lane. He will rotate toward the river. But meanwhile, they're spotting this out with the Ward of Sight here placed by Engineer. So they will see them moving around. Clout, he has Parade of Power up in 10 more seconds, so they might look to set up some kills with Parade of Power and Nightfall in the upcoming minute or so. Mid lane, we have a Stasis Smash coming out onto Magebane, and it will be enough with the assistance of King Clout. He does not even need to use the Parade of Power there, so the lockdown was too much. Kinesis will end up going down as Cthulhuthon tramples in on the Kinesis. And top lane, this is where I feel like the threat of the globals could really come in. Puppet Master, a pretty easy target for the ganks. And although he has level 6 and he could threaten a return kill, I think it's still pretty scary for Puppet to be up here in the top lane. Cthulhuthon continues to have pretty low GPM compared to the Bensington, unfortunately. We have Veiled Rod here on the Kinesis. He does not have a Stasis Smash, but this is where I think they're going to force the fight with the globals ready to go. And the Keg Stun is unfortunately going to be missed on the Aluna there. As Electrician, he's going to get in range for a grip. Will they use the Nightfall? It looks like it's coming out. It is going to be landed with the Joust here. The energy field comes down. Puppet Master, he will get sniped out by the Parade of Power, as they have 5 players here now. And I gotta say, I expected this from like about a minute ago. And they end up getting 3 kills on the tri lane as the Puppet Master, Aluna, and the Myrmidon all go down. And Bensington will make his way over to the top rune, which conveniently spawns himself a haste. So he will have that if he chooses to set up any ganks in the near future. He also has the port up, so he might just port back down to the bottom lane and continue his farm down there. We see a disconnect, so we'll probably have an unfortunate pause, but we don't sit in pauses in replays, guys. I told you this. We just skip them and we keep going. So Bensington, he's not going to use his port, at least for now. He will just walk down to the bottom lane, it seems. Magebane, he has the Sustainer picked up. So he has the Marchers into Sustainer. It looks like he's going to be trying to go for a Rune Cleaver. And I'm a little surprised that his GPM has dropped so far. He was close to 400 GPM, but I guess the one death has slowed him down quite a bit. He's taken some heavy pressure here from the Goblin Toss of King Clout. As he picks up the Steam Boots, the Chalice, and they actually gave him the Haste Rune from the bottle of Bensington, so they swapped bottles. Bensington is pretty sad, but Clout is pretty happy that he has the Haste Rune to avoid any possible ganks. Electrician, he has the Ring of Sorcery, or the Sorcery Boots with the Mystic Vestments picked up. He might look to finish a Gnome's Wisdom. Picks up the Ring of the Teacher there. That is the pretty popular item build for Electrician nowadays. We also see Ghost Marchers on the support Kinesis, so he's finding himself some great farm. Already 240 GPM on a 3, 1, and 3 score, so Kinesis already level 7 as well. The supports on the side of Legion are a bit lacking in the experience, level 5 and level 6. A Big Eagle crew takes out the tier 1 tower here in the mid lane. And Cthulhuphon ends up going down in the top lane to the Stasis Smash and the grip of Kinesis. Way too much lockdown. I think he probably couldn't even get his trample off. Bottom lane, it looks like they're trying to set something up here on the Sir Bensington, but he has an idea something's going on here. And he's playing this very, very wisely, hiding in the trees here. As he knows there's nobody mid and nobody top, I suppose that's kind of tipping him off. But Engineer and Kinesis are rotating their way down to the bottom lane. And they will continue to get good farm on the bends. There's the Gnome's Wisdom picked up on the Electrician. Puppet Master, he's making his way towards the Shroud. He picks up a Broadsword and now has the Steam Staff as well. Over in the Legion jungle, no, Luna uses the Deja Vu. She will get to safety before anything happens. So, this is kind of what I was saying about the draft. The Legion's lineup is very passive, so it's kind of forcing them to play very defensively, whereas the Bensington lineup is very, very aggressive. And they are already in the Legion's jungle, taking a look at the stacks here, setting up mine traps. Alchemist Bones, by the way, picked up on the King Clout. He ports up into the top lane. He has Parade of Power ready to go. They might go for a kill here on the Puppet Master yet again. Here comes the Parade of Power from downtown. It will connect. Electrician, he speeds himself up. He will get in range for a grip, and Puppet Master will go down. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we see Cthulhuphon. He's trying to make the escape here in the trees. Do they see him? Oh, he tramples away to safety. The Joust does miss, and that will get him to safety in the end. So, some missed spells here from the side of Big Ego crew, unfortunately, as they missed the kill attempt there on the Cthulhuphon. And there we saw the Thunderclaw picked up on the Bensington at the 14-minute mark. So he continues to be sitting at the top with 460 JPM. Myrmidon is going to use a defensive waveform here as the supports are chasing them out of their own jungle. Meanwhile, this is going on though. Magebane, he's continuing to farm. I believe he has the Warhammer picked up, and he just needs the 550 recipe for his Rune Cleaver. Top lane, we have a dive coming out from Electrician. Lockdown coming out from Puppet Master. Will the power throws take him out? Yes, it will. As they also use the Mana Rift from Mage Bane. So the tower, I think they should just deny that. But they're choosing to leave it up for now. As Electrician almost got that tower kill. But the stacks are going to be worked on here by 3 players from Big Ego Crew. So they're going to steal away some good resources away from Team Ruska. Here comes an Emerald Lightning Stun onto the Cthulhu Font. Will he go in with the Stasis Smash, though, is the question. There is not a lot of team support to follow it up. There it is. The Stasis Smash comes out. Do they have the follow-up, though? Cloud does not have Parade of Power. He's going to start throwing some Goblins, and it will force Cthulhu Font to trample away. In the top lane, we see some tower pressure coming out from Ruska, but Electrician will pour it up to the top lane, and he will farm it up. Bensington has his Nightfall. They have the globals ready to go. Gonna be interested to see where they look to use them. As man, it's a tough game to be Puppet Master going up against the Parade of Power and the Nightfall, because he doesn't have his Shroud picked up yet. Oh, we see some action here in the Hellborn Jungle. Energy Field is down as Magebane was farming very aggressively with his Maroon Cleaver picked up, and they punish him with the Electrician Grip and the Nightfall being used as well. So this will open up some space now to Puppet Master in the bottom lane to try to finish his Shroud, as he does get the money there. So he's going to have the 16-minute Shroud, which is not too bad, but they were hoping to get it a little bit sooner. He is unfortunately 1-4. 2,000 gold on the Electrician. We will most likely see a portal key picked up in the next 200 gold. King Clout sitting on 2,500 gold. I'm actually not sure what he's going to go for, but we'll have to wait and see. Myrmidon, he's going to miss the wheat field. The trample will also be missed, and I think Clout will be fine. They might look to turn it around. Here comes a Parade of Power onto 2. Is the team support going to get here in time? The strings from Puppet Master come out, and Clout will most likely fall here. The auto attacks will finish him off. Trample Stun connects onto Engineer. He does not have an energy field. He will throw the mine out, and Myrmidon will end up going down. Bensington is here with a lot of damage. The Cthulhu Font will go down. Grip comes out onto Puppet Master, and Puppet Master, he will most likely fall to the electric shield. Yes, he goes down. Bensington has a Joust ready to go. It stops the port from Aluna, and it ends up being a 4-for-2 team fight here in the bottom lane as Magebane doing Magebane stuff. He is not interested in fighting just yet. He wants to continue farming. He will pick up his steamboats here. He sells the Blights maybe. Or he's just gonna wait for it. No need to sell anything. Bensington, he's sitting on another 2,400 gold. Honestly, with the pace of the game, I wouldn't. Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised to see him just go for Hyper Crown. Because he's had pretty much free reign this game, and he's not getting punished at all. There's a Magebane on the other side, so he wants to kind of keep up his farming speed. And if he went for something defensive here, like a Shrunken, it would just kind of slow the game down, I think. So the Hyper Crown is really good. They're going to open here with the Assassin Shroud. King Clout taking some heavy pressure. Here comes an energy field. Clout will go down. Engineer is the only one inside the energy field. Will he end up going down? The auto attack from Luna, and Magebane ports in with a blink. He will go down. So they get the 2 kills to start things off. Electrician is here with a haste rune. Will they look to turn? This is the question. They don't have Voodoo Puppet. There's a Mana Rift up, but that's not the scariest, honestly. They have Nightfall and haste for another 10 seconds. If Bensington could get a big Nightfall here, they might go. Here comes the grip onto Puppet Master, the Nightfall. Will they take out the Puppet Master? Yes, they will. They will also get the kill on Cthulhu Font. They do not lose the Kinesis in response, so it ends up being a 2-for-0 engagement. And Magebane, he just blinks away. He did use his Mana Rift, but it was not enough for a return kill. So Big Ego Crew capitalizes there on Ruska hanging around in the mid lane a little bit too long. Magebane in the bottom lane. I believe this port should be successful. Yeah, Bensington couldn't see him there, so he didn't go for the guess. Did he dust? Oh, he dusted. He thought he was still there. Unfortunately, going to be a little bit late with the dust there. And Yeah, Big Ego Crew is really capitalizing on their draft. They're really punishing the Mage Bane pick, being very greedy with the Puppet Master. So they have a almost 13,000 gold and 10,000 experience lead. Up in the top lane, they're just going to say hello to each other, and that will be that. Tablet was picked up on Engineer a couple of minutes ago. King Cloud goes for a Shaman's Headdress, so he might actually upgrade that into a Barrier Idol, which honestly wouldn't be that bad. They're really not threatening physical damage right yet, even though Puppet has a Shroud. It's still mostly magic damage. And Magebane is not even close to being scary yet, so this idol could be a timing for them to take a base fight before they get too big, which honestly is I think could be quite good. TP's into the mid lane here. The Cthulhu he will end up getting caught by the Electrician PK. The tower will be held here by a Big Ego Crew, as Myrmidon is invisible in the area, but he is just chilling. Magebane, he's pushing the top tower. They will get the tower kill in favor of the team. I think he just bought... Did he buy a Firebrand or something? I missed what he bought. So they have Puppet Master and Myrmidon up here. Myrmidon is scouting the tower. I think they saw the tower being ported to... This Revward is actually going to spot Myrmidon. The question is, do they want to bait the Bensington and take a fight here, or do they want to just avoid? Myrmidon, the invis should be wearing out. 3 more seconds. Myrmidon, oh my god, does he know he's here? There's the dust from Bensington, but the waveform. Nice disjoint on the fish, and he will get gripped up. Myrmidon is going to fall. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, I believe this tower was pushed. Parade of Power in the mid lane. It's going to catch a Luna. Tablet is going to get him to safety, but the Keg Stun will finish him off. So they use their Parade of Power there for a kill. They have a Revward here. They might spot out the Puppet Master. They are going to see him. Here comes a grip from Electrician into the Keg Stun. And do they have the burst of Mind? It will end up finishing him off. Nightfall into the mid lane. The Joust actually misses, but here comes the Stasis Smash. And Cthulhu will fall. And there are 3 players now dead for Team Ruska. And that will be the tier 2 tower. As they actually use the glyph, but honestly that was a bit of a waste, as they weren't going to defend that tower anyway. And Big Ego Crew is not done. They're going to continue to put some damage here on the base with Puppet Master dead for 20 seconds. This could very well be a base tower. The Aluna can try to power throw out the creep wave, but they're just leading the front lines with the illusions of Kinesis here. And I think they'll get the tower and then be pretty content with that. Looks like they will... I think they're going to fall back here. Are they going to force a Rex? I don't think they can... I don't think they can stay around. They have no Parade of Power or Nightfall. It would, and no Stasis Smash. It wouldn't be wise to try to take a fight here. Okay, so Magebane, he did not buy a Firebrand. I'm drunk. He bought a Mighty Blade. And man, if he goes straight Shrunken, that feels really bad. Like, the Magebane, he needs much more time than this. He needs... I think he really needs Geometer's Bane. Even though it's not going to save him, he just needs to keep split pushing. Because if he picks up a Shrunken, he's still not going to be scary at all. Like, if you're a Big Ego Crew and you see a Magebane with Cleaver and Shrunken, you're honestly really happy. Here comes Parade of Power in the mid lane onto Cthulhu Font. Kickstun will hit and Juju Font will go down. Regen Rune will spawn here in the bot river. Let's see if they pick up on that. So there was the Barrier Idol. Looks like he's going to go for Frostfield Plate to follow it up. And that would be another pretty solid team fighting aura for them to have. Nightfall into the bottom lane, but it looks like Magebane was a little bit too slippery, as Electrician couldn't get the grip in time. Myrmidon waves in. He lands the two-man Weedfield. Here comes Magebane. But he can't get his mana ripped off. He gets lifted by Kinesis, and Magebane will end up going down. Voodoo Puppet lands onto King Clout, but he has the Barrier, so he tanks a lot of that damage. Energy Field is down. A two-man Weedfield onto Benzington and Electrician, but they are so tanky. They are holding their ground. It ends up being a double tap for Electrician as they take out the Magebane and the Illuna, and there are no buybacks on, no buyback on the Illuna, but there is a buyback on the Magebane. They are forcing the racks here. Fishes are coming out to try to stall the push, but there is too much magic armor on the side of Big Ego Crew as Cthulhuphon is forced to do a defensive trample. This will be the melee racks, and I believe they're going to get the full set of racks here at the 25-minute mark. So another big fight coming out from Big Ego Crew as they're really capitalizing here on their early game draft and not giving the space to the Magebane. The Puppet Master, he's almost at his Shrunken Head. He needs the recipe. And there's the Shrunken Head pickup by Sir Benzington. Kinesis, he picks up a tablet. Engineer picks up a portal key as well. So the supports are very farmed on the side of Hellborn. There is a tablet on Illuna, but no items on the Myrmidon, unfortunately, as he's only on 127 GPM. And the lowest on the side of Big Ego Crew is 285. He's almost the same as the Puppet Master in GPM. So Legion's Kongor will be attempted here by our Hellborn side. And they have the Bound Eye, so they might get this ward if they... Looks like the Bound Eye ran out. Oh no, he... Oh! Sure can! That's a no-no, mister. No tanking boulders, friend. And this will not be resisted. Oh! That was a power through! He sniped the Kong! Holy crap. He had the ward here, so he saw it the whole time, but... Man, we saw 2 Kong snipes in game number 2 last game. And Illuna, again, the Kong snipes. What is going on with people sniping Kongs today? This is the 3rd Kongor that's been sniped today. Holy crap. Unbelievable. That is, I mean, honestly, they're still in a really big deficit, so as flashy of a play as the Kong snipe was, honestly, I don't know if it's going to get them back in the game. It's going to prevent a token, which is really good. But at the same time, I don't feel like Big Ego Crew even needs a token at this point. They are so far ahead, and they have so many team fighting items that they honestly don't need a token right now. So they're going to choose to not even go for their Kongor. They just say, screw it. We're going to go down to the bottom lane. We're going to continue to try to take team fights and have our Benzington just ult into the fight. So we see Shaman's Headress picked up on Cthulhuphon. He is honestly not that tanky or scary. Allahu Akbar! Mind Trap! Let's go. Engineer picks up a kill there on the Illuna. So that is 40 seconds now. They have to wait on the Illuna. And they're going to start to knock on the bottom tower here as the barrier idol is used by King Clout. Magebane, he's got to make a decision now whether he wants to come defend or whether he wants to split push. The TP is still on cooldown, so he's going to start blinking down toward bottom. Oh, there's the Shrunken on Puppet Master as well. They try to tablet him actually into them. There's a sheep stick, by the way, on Electrician. Holy cow, they are farmed. I don't know how Ruska takes this team fight, honestly. It's going to be so difficult. And meanwhile, they have Benzington farming while this is going on. So they're forcing all of Ruska to stay at the tier 4 tower. Here we have initiation. The Parade of Power and the Energy Field are down. The grip onto Puppet Master. He gets the Shrunken Head off, but he needs to retreat now as the damage is coming out from the Hellborn side. Cthulhuphon, he's in that Energy Field. Will he end up going down? Yes, he will. The King Clout did end up falling as well as the Electrician, but they still have the Voodoo Puppet ready to go. Benzington jousts in onto Magebane. They will get the second kill of the team fight. But it actually ends up being a 2 for 2. So the hold was decently successful, but Benzington is still hitting onto the Raxes. Puppet Master does not have his Shrunken Head up anymore. And there is a buyback coming out from Mage Man. Cthulhu he trample, or no, sorry, Kinesis tramples in. A two-man stun coming out from Aluna. Kinesis, will he end up falling here? It looks like he will. So the buyback will end up preventing the racks from falling. Engineer will port on home. There was no mana rift to stop the TP. And they hold the Raxes. But it did come at a cost of a buyback on the Cthulhu, Jesus, on the Mage Man, sorry. It looks like Kinesis is going for a Jade Spire, so he's valuing the range on the spells. I think that's pretty normal. Sheepstick comes out here onto Myrmidon from Electrician, the keg stun. Myrmidon, he will survive? Oh my god, he actually lives. Mage Man pops the Shrunken. Here comes the Nightfall though, Waveform away, and Benzington, he has a double damage rune. He still has a Shrunken ready to go. He's waiting for Puppet Master Shrunken to wear off. They get the kill onto Engineer, so the Bound Die did drop. And they will get the kill onto Puppet Master once the Shrunken wears off. Joust in onto the Cthulhu Bomb. Parade of Power will be used there. Buyback will happen from Engineer, so they are looking to go Cutthroat here and end this game, or more so pick up a melee Rax, as they get the 2 kills onto the Cthulhu Font and the Puppet Master. There is no buyback on either, so they are staying dead for 30 more seconds. Double damage is up for 4 more seconds. They will get the melee Rax, and now they will take out their range Rax as well. So honestly, I think 2 Rax is down. It's going to be really difficult for Ruska to come back from a 20k gold deficit and minus 2 Raxes at 30 minutes. Magebane, he will blink. Engineer saw him. He's going to use the energy field. He's going to throw out the Kexon. It will connect. Here comes Cloud. Do they have the lockdown to bring him down? The Bluster will be used. It forces out the Shrunken Head from Magebane. The Joust onto Magebane. He blinks into Sir Benzington. One more auto attack. Will it be enough? The blinks are there. The tree throws from Kinesis. They secure the kill onto Magebane. And he does have a buyback, but no Shrunken Head for another 57 seconds. Puppet Master almost dies as he throws out the Puppet Show. They're going to look to turn it around. Cthulhu tramples in. An Electrician. Will he survive this? Oh my god. He gets double tableted. Here comes a Static Grip into a Stasis Smash, and Cthulhu will get turned around. Electrician, he is so damn tanky. A Power Throw even being used, but he doesn't end up falling. They're going to give him the bottle, so they want to heal him up. It looks like, I think Cloud finished his Frostfield plate. Yeah, there it is. So he finishes the Frostfield plate. And there's the Barrier Rattle being used from Cloud. Volko was lagging, so he got stunned by Fish. Tower is falling very quickly here. Puppet Master, he is Veiled Rotted up in the background with Shrunken and Voodoo Puppet ready to go. They have Parade of Power and Nightfall as well. So this is going to be a really tough team fight for Ruska. Magebane is now alive with Shrunken Head ready to go. Cthulhu Font, he's trying to bait them to go on him, but honestly he's not that tanky with just a Barrier Rattle. They're going to go on him and they will burst him down. So will they look to find the opening while the spells are down? Aluna, he blinks in. Here comes the Parade of Power in the energy field. It's down. Magebane uses his Shrunken Head. They're trying to bring down the King Clout. Will they use the Mana Rift here? It will be a pretty decent Mana Rift. It does some good damage. Here comes the Voodoo Puppet from Puppet Master onto Electrician. Here comes the Barrier Rattle though, and nobody is going to fall. Aluna goes down. Now Myrmidon, he will fall as well, and the Kite from Big Ego Crew is just real. They are so tanky with the Gnomes and the Barrier Rattle. Magebane is going to get gripped into the Nightfall, and Benzington goes, "Waya!" They take down the Magebane, and that should honestly do it. The Concede Vote comes out, and Big Ego Crew will take game number 1 here, as that will conclude the replay cast, actually. That was the only game that we did miss. So,